Trade recap, 12th of February. So today was like a pretty hard day to trade because I've taken 4 trades, made 3 losses and 1 wins. Overall, still bearish, still negative. And yeah, the last trade I've taken was right now. Before that, I was in profit, but I definitely had to take it because it could have turned out to be like to the other side of the balance, and the big winner was worth the shot for me. But yeah, let's start the whole trade recap. What have I drawn out myself on the pre-market plan? So we haven't had any news coming up at 10 a.m. My expectancy was, as we were balancing for the whole week into this balance from 450 to 180, I wanted to see an expansion lower or trade the edges, the ledges. Yeah. Um, what was the beginning of the day after we had like this? We were balancing around, in my opinion, a little bit, I would say, and then sellers just shot through the lows, broke the balance low from this area. And when we broke that, my setup is trading the first test of this area, and it didn't turn out to be like that. There wasn't like any pullback. It was generally speaking a very constant sell-off event. That was my first trade of the day, long from this lows down here. Why? Because after this big selling, we had some big sellers shaping up, and they didn't got through. So I expected the buyers to hold this area. I wanted to go long from down there. I was in profit for a certain time, certain amount of 36 points, but then sellers just continued their sell rally, and I wasn't like really getting a hold of any pullback shaping up and trying to hop in for a short. Instead, they just completely expanded lower. Then they were starting to form some kind of balances up here. And my first test, my next trade, my second one was this up here. Why have I taken this trade? We've broken below this. We've broken below this balance low, 860, somewhere around that. That was my expected balance low. As you guys can see, somewhere around that. We held this pretty good. We had an expansion higher of 60 points, and then I wanted to go long here and expected them to continue higher. Was waiting for a pullback of 40 points from this move and wanted to go higher. Instead, sellers were just showing up, and then they stopped me out here. They failed at another attempt of making a new high from up here, and then they held these lows several times, made a new high from down there, and got knifed through once more to this through this balance low, and from down there started a next attempt of uh, long to the other side of the balance. And my only and profitable trade for this day was where was it? 14. Okay, it was this one. It was a great entry in my opinion. Why? Because we held this prior area as a big resistance. There was some prior big buyer showing up, but also a big seller which got just jammed. And yeah, we had a prior expansion from this low, so I expected them to hold this low, and I wanted to get at least to the other side of the balance. But as I've seen these sellers showing up, I thought, damn, maybe I should just cancel it, or yeah, cancel the trade and make back some losses. So 50 point trade here, 2.5 hour. With this kind of trade, I was up on the day. I've even recorded and finished my trade journal for the day. But interestingly, I we were making a new high from